Hello and welcome back to this week's video, and me and Matt are going to start a campaign on here. So this video isn't the start of the campaign because I'm not with Matt, but this is just like a little teaser of what you'll see if you start watching the campaign after. So yeah, I'm just doing one night tonight on my local lake, just a quick session really, and I've got two rods with me, so I'm going to be pointing two rods in different spots. I've got the Atlantic crab from Mistralbaits, and I'm just going to try a few different things. I've never fished this peg before and try to master it. But this peg you really need waders for, so I forgot to bring my waders, so my dad's currently on his way here bringing my waders to me. So alright, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to get my bivvy up, get everything sorted inside there, set my rods up ready, so then when my waders are here I can get my rods straight out onto the spots. So let's get straight into it. So in this week's video we are going to be fishing with the Atlantic crab by Mistralbaits. So I'm putting a few scoops of the Atlantic crab, 15mm boilies into this bucket here. So I've probably just got a bit over a kilo in that bucket there, as you can see. If I grab one of these boilies here, you can see really nice and soft, crumbled perfectly, and just a perfect consistency for a bait. But I am going to go over and crush a few of these anyway, just to release a bit more flavour into the mix. And then I am going over and putting some of the Atlantic crab stick mix onto this. And again, I'll just probably do about half a scoop of this straight over it, and a bit more just for good luck. Then to top off the mix, there's still one more ingredient after this one. We're going to go with the Atlantic crab bait soak. A good amount of that straight into that. From there, we'll give this a good mix. Then just to finish off the mix, I'm going to add some pellets. So first of all, let's add some of the Atlantic crab pellets. And then finish it off with some of the mixed 10 pellets with all different sizes and all different shapes, as you can see. Then we'll go in with a tiny bit more of the bait soak. I don't know about you, but that looks carpy and that looks like it's going to catch as a fish. Right, so as you can see, I've got my waders on now and I'm currently in the water. I'm just getting bait on my rods and then I'm going to get them straight out. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to walk over to a spot, drop my rig right in close to a tree, and then I will chuck out probably 2 scoops of bait right on the spot. But then I'm going to keep my waders on for the rest of the day, so then if I get a fish I can go out and fight the fish well, just because it's very shallow in this part, like I can show you. I can walk like the bank's there and I can walk out, so you can't even really net a fish in this shallow water. You'd have to walk out like to here really to net the fish. So I'm going to be walking my rods out somewhere around here, I'm not too sure yet, to hopefully catch a fish very soon. So I'll keep you posted and let me get some bait on my rods and I'll show you what bait I'm using. Right, so my rig is now fully set up. So my rig is set up, and as you can see I've got an Atlantic crab pop up on and a normal spinner rig going into a helicopter system. So that's really my go-to rig, but I don't usually use Atlantic crab much, but now the warmer months have came in and this lake does very well on fishy kind of baits. So I'm going to be putting this out, I'll be walking out onto the spot and then putting a lot of bait in. So I'm not going to film me walking out into the spot because I'm going to have the bait in one hand, rod in the other hand, and it'll be hard to set it up. So I'm going to crack on and do that now. I'll try and get a few clips of me doing it, but I won't show too much. Right, so just so everyone knows, I'm walking out with my landing stick pole, so if there's any big drops I'll know about it beforehand, because I'll be feeling in front of me with my landing stick pole just for an extra precaution. Really I do know the lake isn't very deep here and I can see the bottom, but in case there is a big drop I've got my stick here just for feeling out in front of me. So let's get out and do this. Right, so with my other rod, got the exact same bait on. I'm just going to walk out a bit and cast this one out into the middle. Right, so it is just about 7 o'clock and I just finished up cooking my rods around as you saw. I put bait on my rods. So yeah, I got my rods out and all baited up, everything like that. So I just sat down, I cooked some bacon butties, they were absolutely well nice, but then later on, right, so I completely forgot to film my bacon butties anyway, but they were nice anyway. But I'm cooking up a korma later as well, so I'll try to remember to film some clips of me cooking the korma. But now I've got my rods out, I've been running around all day trying to get here, setting up before I came. So I think I'm just going to sit down and have a bit of a chill, to be fair. The lake looks really nice and I'll just play some thematic shots of the lake now, so enjoy. So it is the next day and unfortunately I had 35 fish last night. I'll show you pictures of all of them now. No, I didn't have anything. 2 rods in all night, not really even a bite. So what I'm going to do now is reel my rods in, check my rigs, check my bait, make sure everything's still on, and then get them straight back out on the spot with a bit more bait. And then all I can do there is sit on my hands and hopefully get a fish. But I've had a look around this morning and I can't see any signs of fish in the margins. But yeah, it's currently like 10:30. I've had my breakfast and stuff, so it's a good time to get my rods back on. Really, I wanted to do it a bit earlier, but I didn't get much sleep last night, so I'll reel in my rods now and see what the crack is with them. Okay, so last night, I never actually told you this, there was ducks around my swim, right on my spot, and one of the ducks picked up my rig and took it like quite high up and then dropped it again because my bobbie went up and down. Then I saw the duck come up and I was thinking to myself, do I reel it in and check the bait to walk it back out, because it's a fair walkway, you need to walk it back out with your waders. And I thought, no, I'll leave it, and definitely shouldn't have left it. So I've had no baiting on my left hand rod all night, so let's check my right hand rod. On my other rod, the pop-up was still on, but I'm going to move this to a different spot anyway just because I didn't have anything from it last night. So let me put fresh bait on both of them and get my waders on ready to put them straight back out on the spots. Right, so my left hand rod is going in now, so I'm just going to walk that around now. I'll try to show you a few clips, but I can't get too much, so I'll spin you over here and you can see me walking off into the distance. Right, so I'm going to walk this around now. I'm going to have to take my camera in because it's starting to rain. So the rod has now been placed in the water, a lot of bait put over it, probably about another kilo of bait. So we've only got like another probably 3-4 hours here, so I'll get my other rod out as fast as possible and then... Right, so I was just putting my rod there, left my bait bucket in the water, look over my shoulder, and it's kind of drifted away, so I'll wait for it to float to the bank and then go around Gaddy's foot. Should be alright. All sorted. Right, it's a waiting game now and then hopefully one day get my bucket back. Right, so we have literally got about 30 minutes left. There's not long left at all. Rod's still out, but I am starting to pack up everything else, including my bivvy, bed chair and all sorts. But yeah, it's not really been a productive session. There's not been much action at all. I put a lot of bait out and I was really confident in my spots, and I'm surprised we didn't have anything. So hopefully let's see what this last 30 minutes can bring us, and if we can have a fish, that'll be mega. But we'll keep the rods out, keep the net out, just in case we have a fish last minute bites. Right, so it's been 30 minutes and I just had a huge drop back on my right hand rod there. But unfortunately, it is time for me to take my rods in, and there is no more time left on this session, but we will be back on the bank next Tuesday with another fishing video next weekend, so stay tuned for that. And if you do enjoy these videos, make sure you go down below, like and subscribe, and I'm going to be doing a giveaway very, very soon. But if you've got any ideas what you want me to give away, please let me know in the comments, because I want to do a giveaway soon, but I don't know what to do. I've done bait before, but if you want me to do bait again, I can do a huge Mistralbaits giveaway, or I could do like an Angling Direct gift card or something across them lines. So let me know down in the comments below and I'll try to sort it out for you all. So thanks very much for watching this video, and I'll see you in next week's video.